everybody, welcome back to Succeed With Me. Today is actually a pretty easy video. It's going to be a little long because I'm actually going to do the whole thing on myself. But real quick, this is for any type of back pain, if you have tight abs or you find yourself getting into bad postures and things like that. This is going to completely neutralize out the entire spine and set it back to normal. Now, all I got to do is get this camera in a little bit of a different angle. You really only need about a chair of any kind will work for this. But really any 24-inch box will also work as well. It doesn't matter to get the hips completely neutral, right, at 90 degrees, as long as the hips themselves are kind of perpendicular to the floor. Here's the beauty of this. Let gravity do the work. A lot of people tend to have their shoulders up here. A lot of people tend to push their back into the ground way too tight. And what this does, you just look straight forward and hang out and relax, and just breathe naturally for about 5 minutes. This takes all of the little teeny tiny muscles of the spine, and after a while it allows them to start relaxing a little bit and being able to get back into the natural S shapes of the spine. I'm going to put a picture up in this video somewhere about what those muscles actually look like. But what ends up happening, if those little teeny tiny muscles start to get dysfunctional, what ends up happening a lot of the times is our big strength muscles start to try and have to take over for posture. Our abs start to get tight, our chest gets tight and pulled forward, our neck starts to lift up a little bit, and everything starts to go out of whack. Problem is, I keep saying little tiny muscles, these are actually ligaments and tendons of the spine. Tendons take about 3 to 5 minutes to start to relax. Ligaments take about 10 to 15 minutes to start to finally relax. So, I said about 5 minutes. You'll start to feel some relief after about 5. You'll start to notice your legs actually starting to relax a little bit, and your neck starting to get a little bit more free. The breathing starts to get a little bit easier. I say starts. The important thing to understand is if this is a ligament problem, 15 minutes is quite a while, but you should be meditating anyways. You should meditate in what we call static back. There is one other element to this that I always love to finish with, and once we basically allow the nervous system to neutralize itself, right? I'm flat on the ground. This is exactly what posture should be from the hips up. Then what I can do is I can take that nice and relaxed belly, this nice and relaxed chest, this nice and relaxed neck, and work on some core breathing. I've put up videos of this before. I turned into my little starving child pose, but I just basically breathe deep into my belly, and then I exhale and I pull everything as far into the ground as possible without flattening my back. I don't want to press down as I breathe out. I just want the breathing muscles. And what happens a lot of time when people start to try and do that, they start to realize they've been breathing with their upper neck quite a bit. They usually push their belly out, and it tends to arch their back quite a bit. Then to breathe out, they just breathe out a little bit. They get stuck about here, and they try to crunch in this direction. That's normal breathing dysfunction. So, one more time, completely relaxed up here. And that's just going to reset the diaphragm, reset the psoas majors, reset the rectus abdominis, reset the pec major, minor, trapezius. I could name them all, but I ain't gonna. So, that's it for today. Try this out on your own if you have any kind of back pain, discomfort, stress in your life, anything like that. This is actually one of those rare ones that I give that I say, hey, it's a cure-all. It may not completely get rid of your back pain if it's pretty severe, but I've had, at the very least, even my most extreme cases, this is like a 50% decrease, and that's a godsend. So, I hope this information was very helpful to you guys. As always, have a happy and healthy rest of your day. I'll talk to you next time.